Hey, what's up, everybody? Back with another Blu-ray haul. So let's go ahead and hop into it and see what I ended up picking up this go round as far as the Blu-ray collection goes. Now, the first movie I picked up was something I was looking forward to. Watched the trailers. Finally got a chance to actually watch it, and actually ended up enjoying it. It was a little weird, which I actually expected, and a little bit of that thriller and suspense to it, trying to figure out who's who and what's really going on. But once you watch it, it has its good moments. I enjoyed it, and that movie would be The Lighthouse. Now, the funny thing about this, I watched The Lighthouse, and then I literally turned right around, and then I watched The Witch on Netflix. Now, the thing that tripped me out about The Witch was I heard a lot of people were like they didn't. I'm like, how did you not understand what was going on in that movie? They literally laid it out. It's a witch, family in the woods. That's pretty much all the information you need. But as far as this, The Lighthouse, I actually enjoyed this one. I know a lot of people probably didn't like this one, but I actually enjoyed it. It was weird and really had that indie feel to it. And plus, I liked the atmosphere of this particular film. Except for the whole I'm not gonna go into it and ruin that part, but it was actually interesting just to see them go back and forth with each other in this movie. It was almost like watching theater or a stage play with just two actors on it. I actually like this film, so not too shabby. The Witch, I kind of liked The Witch too. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I actually was more interested in it and what was going on. The Witch was pretty much a straight up setup. You go up into it, you know what's gonna happen. But The Lighthouse, ended up enjoying this one. So glad I actually picked that one up. Next thing I picked up was a movie I have literally been waiting over a decade for to get a Blu-ray release, and they finally did it. So you know I ordered it, and that particular film would be Idlewild. Always loved this movie. I think this movie came out around the same time as Superman Returns in the theaters. Now, this was originally supposed to air on HBO because it was an HBO Films movie that was supposed to air on HBO, but Universal picked it up for distribution and ended up putting it in theaters. I really like this movie, and I think this movie does not get the proper due that it deserves. It might have, I guess, came out before its time or whenever, but I really, really enjoy this movie. If you have not seen this movie, check it out. It's music, it's drama, but I really enjoyed it. And plus, I like the soundtrack from this Dungeon Family, Outcast, and everybody. They killed the soundtrack on this. I love this damn movie. Glad I actually have a copy of it, so now I can just put it on repeat and wear it out. I watched it once already. Probably end up watching it again very soon. So that's the bonus features that come with this. And pretty much regular plain Blu-ray disc in there. But yeah, so damn happy they actually finally released this on Blu-ray. Had to get that. That was a no-brainer to pick that one up. Next thing I picked up was something that I got information from this from AKA Crush. Check out the YouTube channel. There's a lot of unboxings that are very, 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 very good. And Crush was like, "Hey man, Best Buy got those MVD titles for $9.99." So I picked up some of the MVD titles that I did not have that I wanted to get, but I was like, I need a sale, and that was the sale to do it. And of course, the first one I picked up was Showdown. The only reason I actually remember this movie because I remember Billy Blanks in it and him fighting in it. And I have not seen this movie since the 90s when I was a kid. Literally. Literally. So this should be very funny and interesting. I hope the action still holds up. But it should be interesting to actually watch this now after all these years have gone by. So yeah. And it looks like they have a gang of special features on this release too. So picked this up from Best Buy on sale. So picked up Showdown. I have like little scattered memories of this. The only thing I do really remember, like I already said, was Billy Blanks fighting in this movie. So should be interesting to check this out after all that time. Now, the next thing I picked up was a movie series I already had. I had bought like the UK version for cheap. And I was like, damn, maybe I should get the US release. I got the first part of the series because I love the first movie. When I say I love the first movie, I really love the first movie. And that series is Nemesis. The sequels lack what the first film actually had, but it is what it is. I picked this up. This ended up being what, $8.99? I think it was. Yeah, it was $8.99 on Best Buy, and I think it might still be. Yeah, it's still $8.99 Best Buy, and it might still be $8.99 on Amazon. So picked up Nemesis 2, 3, and 4. And like I said, I really enjoyed the first movie, and then I picked up the 4-pack Blu-ray from the UK so I can get the first movie, and it just happens to come with these. So I decided, let me pick up the NBD collection version, check out some of the special features, and watch them again. But compared to the actual first movie, the 2, 3, and 4 don't hold up that well. It's like B movie at its B movie. But if you like watching B movies and a little bit of sci-fi, it's worth checking out, especially for that price point. So picked up Nemesis 2, 3, and 4. And they have a Nemesis 5 that came out a couple of years ago, so we'll see. I'll probably try to find that on Prime or Netflix or something to check out. But picked up the Nemesis triple feature. Next thing I picked up was a movie I'm pretty sure I had on DVD, but I didn't have on Blu-ray for some reason. I was like, damn, I got the third movie, but I don't have the second one on Blu-ray. And it was also on sale, and plus I actually like this movie, so I picked it up. And of course, that would be Barbershop 2, back in business. Nice little load of special features on this release. You all can read those. But yeah. So yeah, Barbershop 2. Now, the one thing I've been thinking about with Ice Cube movies is why haven't they released all of the Friday movies on Blu-ray? That's what I need. I need Friday After Next and next Friday on Blu-ray, but we'll see. But picked up Barbershop 2 for the collection. Like that movie. Saw that in theaters when that originally came out. Now, the next movie I picked up, well, the next couple of movies I picked up were movies that I have never seen. I think I heard about them a while ago, but I was like, damn, I gotta check these out. And these are a series of Andy Sedaris films. And if anybody knows who Andy Sedaris is as far as the movies he makes those B action movies with like TNA and like guns and killing, and pretty much that's what I'm trying to watch on a consistent basis, especially old movies like 80s and 90s movies. So I picked up a couple of the movies, and the first one I picked up was Hard Ticket to Hawaii. So it should be interesting to check these movies out. They do have special features, and I think you can watch the instant digital access at millcreekentertainment.com redeem. So I heard that they actually did good jobs on the lease for the Blu-ray transfers of these movies, and this dude released a gang of movies, and I'm like, how did I not see any of these movies? So they were on sale, so I picked them up. So first one out of that I picked up was Hard Ticket to Hawaii. We'll see what that ends up being about. Next thing I picked up was Savage Beach. And the thing that's so funny about these movies, from what I've read, is that some of the actors are pretty much in almost all of these movies. So that should be interesting to see some of these people pop up, maybe play the same characters or different characters. We shall see. So picked up Savage Beach. I got to try to watch these in chronological order when they were actually made. Because I think those were like, one of those is 80s, the late 90s, then the rest are like 90s and 80s. And I know he has some other films that he did, so I have to check those out. Out of all the ones I picked up, I really want to check this out because I'm like, is that Pat Morita? I'm like, damn, they got Pat Morita in here playing a villain. And I never heard of this damn movie. Do or Die. That should be interesting. And this one is supposed to be about, what, two cinephobes, Donna Spear and Roberta Vasquez, are two undercover federal agents targeted for revenge in this sexy action thriller. International crime boss, Pat Morita, masterminds a deadly game of retaliation to teach these meddling feds a lesson they won't forget. I'm sorry, just that synopsis alone, that's good enough for me. So picked up doing that. It should be actually interesting to actually watch. I don't know about you all, but I love good movies and I love those bad movies, especially when they're so bad they're good. But love me some B movies, man. Next one was just called Guns, and this actually has Erica Estrada in it, you know, from Chips fame. Erica Estrada pops up in stuff when you least expect it, and it's so crazy to me that this guy Andy Sedaris made all these films, and I guess they must have been like I guess straight to VHS films, video store films, or maybe they had limited releases in different places. But yeah, this one is called Guns. Look at that cover, man. And they actually put in some work for these. Available for the first time on Blu-ray from a 4K widescreen restoration. So this should be interesting. Guns. Pick that up. Next one I picked up, I think, is actually the first film that he did. I might be mistaken, but I actually think this might be the first one, and this one is called Malibu Express. Now, some of these movies that Andy Sedaris made, I watched some of the trailers they have for these, like that voiceover, like in an action movie, where I was like, yeah, I say y'all got me, man. That price was right. I was like, yeah, I gotta check these out. So, Malibu Express, packing heat from Texas to Malibu Beach. This should be ridiculous and entertaining. I really hope it is. I think this is the first one. So I'm trying to watch them in order. I'm missing one of them. I think it's called Picasso Trigger. Yeah, I think that's the one I'm missing. I didn't get that one. I'm going to probably get that one down the line. I think they have a couple of more of his films that are coming out in the next couple of months too. So if I watch these and I like these, I'm going to go ahead and pick the rest of them up. So I can add that in the collection. So good old Malibu Express. Now, the next movie I picked up was a movie that I waited years for a sequel to this joint, but I guess everybody who was in it was too busy. But I'm glad they finally actually found some time to actually make a sequel, so I said I'll pick it out. Well, pick it up. And this is actually the IMAX Enhanced Fully Immersive Picture and Sound. Features DTS:X and HDR. Now, I didn't want to read too much of the reviews for this, especially for the video on this, because I want to pop this 4K in and see if this IMAX Enhanced actually impresses me. And that movie I picked up was, of course, Zombieland Double Tap, aka Zombieland 2. Waited a minute for this, and they actually made a sequel. If you check the channel out, I did some reaction. I think I did one or two. I think one reaction to the trailer, so been waiting for this for a minute. So Zombieland Double Tap in 4K. Next thing I picked up was a movie. When it was originally announced, I was surprised. I was like, damn, they doing another one? But I thought he was going to do a full reboot, but I'm glad that he did a reboot. And of course, the only fashionable way that he can. That's why I watch his damn movies in the first place. And of course, that would be Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Of course, written and directed by Kevin Smith. I like Kevin Smith's films. And I really like Tusk. A lot of people are like thrown off by Tusk, but I love that damn movie. I thought it was hilarious and very entertaining. So, love me some Jay and Silent Bob. They hit that reboot. I didn't make it to the theaters to see this, so I said, when it comes out, I'm buying it. And it came, they almost caught me off guard, and I was like, damn, this comes out, this, oh yeah, I'm all over that. So, picked up that Jay and Silent Bob. Should be interesting to see some of the past characters from the other films and how they interact. This should be very interesting. This is going to be a good watch for me. Love me some Kevin Smith movies. So, Jay and Silent Bob reboot on Blu-ray. Next thing I picked up was a movie I wanted to check out. Saw the trailer for it. I was like, damn, I want to check that out. So, picked up that Black and Blue. I didn't hear anything bad about this, so I was like, damn, I'm going to go check this out. I wanted to go to the movies to go see this, but I didn't make it. So I said I'll support the cause and check it out when they come out on Blu-ray and pick it up. So I picked it up, and of course, this is one of those rookie first day, see some of her fellow officers do some shit they have no business doing, and then of course they try to kill her, and she's running around trying to find help and get away from them. So I like the basic structure of the setup, and I said, oh, they got my girl Naomi Harris in it. I'll check it out, and of course Tyrese is in this joint too. So I said I'd definitely support the cause and buy this and watch this. I'll probably end up enjoying this. This looks like this might be some very good entertainment, at least for me. It might have one of those setups like most of these movies where you pretty much know what's going to happen, but I like the overall cast of people they have in this particular film, so I said I'm checking that out. So picked up Black and Blue. The next thing I picked up was a movie. I watched the first film, I enjoyed it, so I said, hell, I'm gonna go ahead and dive in and get the second one. I almost got the steelbook for this one, but I said, hey, I'll just roll with the regular 4K. I don't need a steelbook. Plus, I like the embossing on the slipcover for this, so I was like, damn, that's good enough for me. And that would be Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. And of course, this stars Angelina Jolie and Michelle Pfeiffer. So I want to check it out. Let me see if you can see the embossing. Like, see, that's some nice ass embossing for a slipcover. That's, oh yeah, I'll go with the standard edition with the slip. Almost got that Best Buy steelbook, but I was like, I'll roll with this. So picked up Maleficent, Mistress of Evil in 4K. Now the next movie I picked up was something I reacted to the trailer, and I was like, damn. Redbox is making movies. So if you got that budget, I say, why not go for it? Might as well produce your own content. And that particular film would be Running with the Devil, which stars Nicolas Cage and Lawrence Fishburne and a couple of other people in this. It's a couple of people in this after I watched the trailer that surprised me that I didn't even think were going to be in this. But down this joint. Only downside of this one, I believe, is that it doesn't have any special features. But I saw the trailer for it and I said, I want to check this out. So I picked up Running with the Devil. And of course, this film is about a big drug cartel that's starting to have supply issues. I think when somebody keeps robbing their supply before they get to distribute it. And of course, they send these two characters to go figure out what's going on with the pipeline of their drugs. And of course, you know, a movie like this, checking on what's going on, you know, it's going to get crazy. Pretty much the basic formula. Watch the trailer. I said I'm down for that. I'll check that out. So picked up Running with the Devil. Now, the last thing I picked up is a series that if you have not watched this series before, watch it because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it while it was on television. Now, did I watch every single episode? No. But I watched a lot of the episodes and I watched the complete last season. Yeah. So it should be interesting for me to go back and watch some of this because I watched the majority of it, but not every single episode. So that should be interesting. But it's a great series. If you have not watched it, I highly recommend it. Because the thing that's so crazy about it is if you go back and watch this series, things that are going on throughout this whole series are things that are still going on right now. So it makes it still very, very relevant as far as modern times and what people do to each other. And that would be Battlestar Galactica, the complete series. Comes in a box. This is the UK version, of course. And I think it's 20 discs. I don't think it has all of the movies. I think it just has one of the miniseries movies. Because I think it's like about 3 or 4 of the miniseries movies. But this only has one and then the whole complete series. So maybe I'll pick up the other miniseries and complete it all the way. But Battlestar Galactica is a great series. This is when sci-fi was banging out a hitter. And I still can't understand how you make Battlestar Galactica, but you let go of Expanse and let Amazon scoop it up. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta be humble, but very good series. If you have not checked this out, just check out. If you can find a way to watch it, check it out. It's a great series. Great series. So that's everything I picked up in this haul. So of course we have Battlestar Galactica, Running with the Devil, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, Black and Blue, Jay and Silent Bob reboot, of course, Zombieland Double Tap, 4K, Malibu Express, oh, sorry, knocking the camera, Guns, Do or Die, Savage Beach, Hard Ticket to Hawaii, Barbershop 2, the Nemesis triple feature, Showdown, and of course that movie I was waiting for forever to get a Blu-ray release, Idlewild, and of course The Lighthouse. That's everything I picked up. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And otherwise than that, I will catch you all in the next one. All right, everybody.